sweeties. How are you doing? It is nice to see you. So, hold on. I am going to start this off with our beautiful DM. I'm going to go and see Julie after. We're going to go and see Mimi. And I'm just going to continue on with it. Now, if I see well, and I do, I got my glasses, there's no Lilith. So I shall say, hello, my dear Juanson. You are the last man standing tonight. DM, nice to see you, sweetie pie. Here we go. Oh no, not the axe. I don't know. I'm feeling axey. Is that the right sound, for like a movie, a horror movie? I don't know. It sounds like something's beeping or broken. Oh my God. Sweet Lord. There's Lilith. You're not the only man standing anymore, sweetie pie. Hi. Is this where all the... Of course it is. You just joined. You just made it cool, Dawn. I said Dawn, Dan. Nice to see you, sweetie. Hi, Stephanie. All right, hold on. I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to start doing the readings because you guys are going to get upset at me. And that would make me sad. So here we go. Are you late? No, you're just on time. Just on time. Yes, Lilith is here. She's been here all along, Juanson. You just didn't see her. All right. You're multitasking. You are a busy little bee. Where's Pixel? I don't know where Pixel is. I don't. Hold on. Maybe I can see. Yeah, I haven't been doing videos, eh? Look, Pixel has now become a queen. She looks like a queen. She's like tall. Not that a queen has to be slim, but anywho. She's tall and she's slim and slender and she's got this fancy little walk and these little legs and she's got this little high priestess queen kind of face going on. But she's very independent. Now, Max, he's a big ball of hairy fur who follows you like a dog. Full of love. Just a big stuffed up animal. Hold on, let me see if I can see Pixel. It's pas trop loin la petite cocotte. Oh, hello la petite. T'as fait des gros de Joe. What's eating? Oh my gosh. Oh, attends, je le sais. No, they want to see her in the live. They haven't seen Pixel in a long time. Okay, I'm leaving with Pixel. I'm leaving with the queen. I'm gone. Bye. I got the queen. Adios. I found the queen. She was lying into a double bed, sleeping. All right. Oh, here's Pixel. But she was sleeping. She's so tired. Yeah, she's my little queen. Yeah, she is. She's got that little queen face. Oh, yes, you do, baby. Oh, you do, baby. I'm going to put her onto the bed so she can go back to sleep because I really woke her up. Poor little sweetie pie. All right. So, Pixel's going to go to sleep now. I know, right? Just a queen. Hi. All right. Okay. So, The Queen is now back in bed. And DM, here we go. You're first up. La, 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 la. I knew I'd found her there. I knew. She's often like in the basement. I don't know why my cats like to go into the basement. They have completely destroyed my old office where I have 500 decks. Some of them are laying they've destroyed. They have destroyed my office work. I even found one of them dragged a witch bell into another room, into the basement. Another room dragged the witch bell. I found it today. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Who are you trying to summon over here? I don't know. Sweet Lord, yes you can, Sally. Nice to see you. Matthias is like, what is that? I'm like, it's a witch bell. What are they doing with it? I said, I don't know who they're trying to summon over here. All right. We do, my beautiful Sally. Thank you so very much, my love. So DM, you are going to be at 6 minutes. All right. They're very witchy cats. Hi, Julie, sweetie. You're second onto the list, my beautiful Julie. We were just looking at Pixel. Yeah, I stole her from another kingdom. So, sweetie, you are gonna have a couple little challenges along the way. Okay, definitely, sweetie. There's a couple challenges, but the good news is it's a little bit like a Disney movie. Where any movie, okay, Pixar, whatever, I don't care. There's something bad, or not bad, but kind of ooh-ish, and then it becomes good. Well, your life is a little bit like a fairy tale, let's put it that way, without all the fluff, okay? So there are a couple little challenges coming along the way. I know, you're second, my beautiful Julie. You are right after DM. Yes, you are. As for the list, Swanson, I for the moment, I got DM, I've got MZ, I've got Mimi, and I have Stephanie, and I'm just going to update everything in a few minutes from that, okay? DM, yes. Oh my God, I'm so used to writing it on a piece of paper. I wrote it down. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I've got DM at 6 minutes. I know DM is here, but yeah. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. So you do have a couple little struggles that you're dealing with, and it's like nobody's really helping you working through them. It's like you have to fend for yourself into this. You have to find your own answers. So you're going to have a little bit of a moment of what the heck, what the hell, whatever, what is going on. Things are kind of sticking into the same place, but you will find your solution, and you're the one who's going to find it. And it's not somebody who's coming on forward who's going to give you the answer or the solution. You'll find it within yourself. Is it something that is big? No. Is it something that is emotional? No. It is something that is more work related. So, yeah. But I mean, don't stop at the tower room and think, oh my God, something horrible is going to happen. It could be a little thing. It could be a frustration when usually you don't have frustration. That's what it is. It's a change in circumstance that will kind of make you a little bit frustrated. Other than that, I'm going to say you seem to be standing your ground quite well. You seem to be embodying, everything that you need as you're standing into your ground over here. Nothing new financially really happening, but you are onto your path. So you are onto a good path to actually go slowly and get what it is that you want. So I'm going to say for you over here, sweetie pie, I feel like we're a little bit into a place where you're slowly moving towards what it is that you want, but you have a couple little obstacles. By obstacles, I mean either people or different situations that kind of create a little bit of a pause sometimes. That's what I'm seeing. Other than that, I don't see that you have to watch out for anybody. There's nothing bad happening with anybody in particular. Nobody's playing behind your back or nobody's manipulating you or anything of the such. So I'm going to say you go into your merry way. You stay into your beautiful energy. You do what you've got to do. You continue. Always look for that end goal. Always look towards it. You work towards it every single day to get to the end goal. Always do that. And whatever you do, always be careful. Your work environment is always a little bit iffy. Be careful for your work environment. But other than that, you're good for gold, sweetie. All right. So here we go. Just one moment. DM, if there's anything else, as usual, send it to me out into my, send it out to my email. I'll answer you right after, not after Stephanie, but I'll answer you right after Julie. All right. So here we go, my beautiful Julie. Oh, I thought somebody was coming to steal my queen. Yeah, just give me one little second. I just want to go and see if you sent it in PayPal or if you sent the question to my email, which you sent it into PayPal. So let me just go in and gather it. I'm going to update the list at the same time, all right? All right. Oh, Julie, I'll update you onto the Matthias thing later too, sweetie pie. Although I could have probably just update everybody here. Yeah, Matthias might be allergic to the cats, but he might be allergic to something else. He might just have allergies. We don't know. That's the thing. There you go. So he is starting on some new meds to try to see if that's what the problem is. And he is going to be going to do some allergy tests to go and figure out what exactly it is. That being said, it doesn't change anything within our cats. Our cats aren't going anywhere. There's ways around it. So I just wanted to say that that's what it is, my beautiful Julie. So nothing serious, my love. Everything else is good. Well, we don't know. We don't know. When all of this started is pretty much when our cats arrived. So it would be a weird kind of a fluke that it wouldn't be that. But he is going to have to go for some allergy tests. But it could take a month or two before he goes to get them. So into the meanwhile, he's going to start some meds, but only when he needs them to see if it actually fixes the problem. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's all good news. It's all good. Yeah. Alrighty. So, anything into the law of romance? Hold on, my beautiful Julie. I didn't see anything. Like, there are no cups coming on through. I'm going to say, go and get that love life, sweetie. Go on it and do something. Make it happen. All right. So here we go. Hey, Sally. Thank you, Sally. Absolutely beautiful. So we do have over here our Hanged Man. We do have our King of Cups. And we do have, no, things are stagnant. Exactly what I'm saying. If you want it, you're going to have to go and get it. You're going to have to do the effort, put it on in. So talk to the person if there's somebody that you're interested in. Make that movement towards the person. Otherwise, it's like things, it's almost like if you're battling something within yourself, or maybe you're battling a fear. There's something that you're afraid of kind of moving on forward with. It could be in regards to somebody, but it could be in regards to yourself. But I feel like you kind of have to battle a little bit those little inner fears to actually move ahead and go and get what you want in love. So I'm going to say the main blockage in love at this moment is you, sweetie. Meaning that if you start making the movements towards somebody that you like, somebody you find interesting, or if there's nobody, you start making movements towards seeing people, your love life will change. Uh-huh. Oh, he's probably allergic to D. Oh, definitely he is, but it has nothing to do with the D. He hasn't seen D since the month of June. Like, he hasn't seen him in over like 7 months. He hasn't seen him, not even his face, like not even a hello, nothing. So he's definitely allergic in a bad way to him, but that's not what it is. All right. So let me go and see Julie here. Julie, I'm with you. No, that sounds like a Raphael who's coming. All right, hold on, Julie. I'm just opening on through to go and gather what I need. Okay, so far the list is as it is. All right, so far I'm not really changing anything. DM is good. Julie, we're with at this moment. I'm going to go and see Mimi, Stephanie. I'm going to go and see Sally and move on forward from there. So, yay! Oh my God! Yes, perfect! Oh, well, yes, perfect. Yay! Okay, it's about friggin' time. All right. So, And you didn't really necessarily. So you were busy working, so only responded him a little bit. How does he think and feel about conversation? It's probably a good thing that you only really actually responded a little bit. Yeah, I know. I'm proud of him. Yeah, the prince who kisses frogs. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that's my little Raphael. He's such a whiz. I don't know what that. Maybe he's trying to get the queen to come out of the bedroom. Oh my God. No, the queen is sleeping. She's got an eye open. She has one eye open, laying on her back, staring at me with one eye. I feel judged. Yeah. If you guys could only see. Alrighty. So here we go. But you haven't heard back from him, right? No, it was a little bit like his, yeah, there you go. You did see Pixel. Yeah, she's such a sweetie, eh? I know, like she's growing that little cutie pie. She is. She remains a beautiful, sweet, loving queen. I adore both of my kitty cats in different ways. All right, Page of Cups. Look at that, my beautiful Julie. Just what we want. So we do have our Page of Cups who is coming on through. So there is that love, that we all want. So there are some changes. There are some modifications that are on the way because we do have over here our Six of Swords. He's slowly starting to battle a little bit his little pieces within him. And we can see him over here being a little bit more into the Emperor. So he made the move, which he had to do the change, which is good. He did really feel happy that you did respond, even if it was a brief, because you could have not responded. It could have taken you hours to respond. You responded, even though you were busy. So your reply kind of registered as a nice, warm present, nothing that is distant. So into his mind, it was there. You answered. That's what he wanted. He reached out. It was perfect. It felt sweet. It felt sincere, even if it was, short and sweet. Why? Because it was a soft check-in rather than something that was an obligation. So emotionally, he did sense that you were busy, but you still kind of made a little bit of a space for him. And that actually, I'm going to say, increased his appreciation. So I'm going to say, into his mind, he's still thinking that he's important to you. And that is going to help him. That is going to linger into his energy today. That is going to make him happier today. So altogether, he's happy about the way that you responded, even if it was briefly, because like I said, you replied. So your reply registered as warm and present, not distant. Into his mind, it was there. That's it. That's all. You made space for him, and that's all that he truly needed and wanted. So I'm going to say for you, you did really, really, really quite good, my love. His thoughts at this moment, quite frankly, I feel like he is into a place where he is thinking that this is a little bit like his little stepping stone, if you will. It was necessary for him to do this little step so he can continue on with the rest of his master plan. What is his master plan? Honestly, his master plan is one little step at a time, but at least he's doing it one little step at a time. And at least he's slowly starting to open on up, reach on out. So for him, it was good. He's still holding on to you. He still loves you. This is only going to help him to become a little bit stronger and to really go and find the tools that are necessary so he can become a little bit more of that emperor. So altogether, I'm going to say he's kind of replaying different little thoughts, affectionate little tone. It was good. I don't feel like there's any overthinking. I feel like it is what it is. He's not looking behind your words or if there's anything that is hidden. It is what it is. You made him feel more secure than being anxious. So your response actually grounded him, made him feel, I'm going to say, respected and trusted. He still feels like he's into the loop, and that he absolutely loves. So he knows that the connection is still there. Does he finally see that he's no longer? No. No, he doesn't have that yet. Absolutely not. No, even if it took you several hours to respond, you responded. It didn't take a day, it didn't take 2 days. It took several hours, but you did respond. It's not that, like, into the past, a long time ago, he did think that you were, you know, the core, the center, that you kind of held on to him into that kind of a way. Now I kind of feel, anyways, for today, the way that everything happened, I feel like he's chopping it on down to, you were busy, you were working, that's it, that's all. He doesn't have any, there's no overthinking about it. It is what it is. That's it. There's nothing else. I text, she texts back, woohoo, it's all good. That's the way he's seeing it. Plain and simple. No, don't respond the next day. Well, I mean, you could if you want, but I don't see the point of it. Nah. Just reply, but always reply with something that's a little bit nice, a little bit short. Don't reply too big, because you don't want to seem overexcited over it. Just nice and sweet and short. If he says, hey, you know, hey, then you can say, hey, how are you doing? You know, or something of the such. Don't say, hey, how are you doing? What's going on with this and what's going on? Like, follow his energy. Whatever he gives out, you give out the same type of energy. If he's really bibble-babbly, you can bibble-babble back. But keep it nice and sweet and short. Follow his energy. It'll be the right way through. No, we don't want him to think that. Mimi, you're going to be at 21 minutes for Mimi. Stephanie, you are next. So Mimi is at 21 minutes. As soon as this thing disappears, I don't know what that is. Will you just go away? I'm not talking about you guys. I've got some weird notification. Email notification doesn't want to go away. All right. Mimi, you're into an email. All right. So, as I said, up next is Stephanie, and then we're going to go and see Sally. I am going to refresh PayPal one moment. I do have Tea Clean, who has added it herself. I'm going to just give you back the list, okay, sweetie? And I do also have Love Shine. Hey, Love Shine, nice to see you, sweetie pie. Okay, so I'm currently on Mimi, moving forward to Stephanie, Sally, Tea Clean, and Love Shine. I will say that we'll close the readings at 10:30 tonight, so until the following hour. We might end up closing it before, but let's just put that as in time at this moment. All right, so beautiful Mimi. Let's go and let's go see what we've got. So Mimi, you're going to be over here, and you had a dream. So we're going to go and look at this dream. You can feel and you can see that. Okay, hold on. Just 1 second, my beautiful Mimi. I'm just going to read this correctly. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, Mimi. The energy around the dream, we're going to start with that. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a roundabout with the other questions, okay? The dream feels like an illusion, and it feels like there's a lot of unfinished emotional energy from what you sent me. That is kind of resurfacing. It carries a lot of memories and emotional bonds and feelings that were once pure and very genuine. And I feel like it's a little bit of kind of returning gently, but not forcefully. So not seeing his face is actually something that's important, because that usually means the dream isn't about him as a person anymore, but about how he made you feel, how he made you feel seen and joyful and recognized. Now, the happiness that you felt from seeing him wasn't imagined. It's actually kind of reflecting a little bit of a real emotional truth that once existed between you guys, but is still kind of lingering quietly, if you will, but into your subconscious. So the fact that the setting was into a basketball court, that's about boundaries, it's about rules, it's about spectators. I'm going to say the almost hug, that moment is actually quite key, because that's unexpressed affection type of energy. The hug not happening doesn't mean a rejection. It means that it is a choice that is taken, if you will. So a conscious holding back. The joy on his face tells us the emotion was mutual at some point, but the soul kind of chose not to cross that line at that moment. So are you overthinking everything? No, but you're kind of revisiting, not reliving. You're revisiting, which is different. So this feels more like a closure kind of processing, not longing to kind of pull you back in. But when we speak of somebody into our dreams, usually your soul is trying to wrap something up. It's not trying to reopen it. It's trying to wrap something up. So is he thinking about you at this moment? I mean, the energy is still there, but it's respectful. He's into a way where he's passing on through, you pass on through into his mind, into his everyday, like memory, if you will. As for the other ladies' energy, they're there. They're still there. They're always going to be there. We're never going to take away the other ladies. He'll be 80 years old. He'll still be doing the same thing, because that's just the way that he is. I don't see chaos. I don't see indulgence, but I do see it being into that kind of way. So I'm going to say your soul conclusion at this moment is that your connection doesn't feel like it's unfinished into a very painful way. It feels like there's a chapter that completed its lesson. So your soul is trying to say to you, I remember you. I honor what we were, and I'm kind of okay letting this rest. So you're not foolish for dreaming it. You're not clinging. You're integrating. You're changing. You're modifying. So this is actually what is going on with this dream altogether, sweetie pie. I'm sending you much love, sweet one. Yeah. Stephanie. It's really your soul who is slowly starting to let go of him, sweetie, is basically what it is, my love. 2820 for our beautiful Stephanie, okay? Hey there, I'm doing good. How are you doing, sweetie? Jonathan's feelings and intentions towards you. Let's go and see. Sally's going to be next, and Sally is going to need a timestamp. And actually, I think everybody else needs a timestamp so far. So I'll be giving you a couple little timestamps, my love. I'm going to take the deck that you like, but you don't like. You like, but you don't like the cards that come out of it. Just because, hey, if you like it, you like it. I'm going to use it. I did order myself. I don't know the name of it. I saw this deck, and I haven't purchased decks in a long time because, honestly, I do have way too many decks that I do not use. But this one, like, I saw it into the month of December, and it was calling my name. I didn't purchase it. I don't know why. And I saw it a couple times after. I don't know. I was doing other things, and finally, I just saw it again. I thought, that's it. You should see it appear into the following 2 to 3 weeks. It's going to take a little bit of time before it gets here, but It's very interesting. It kind of gives me the vibes of a... it's got some chocola into it, but it also has some darker kind of little, like, it's a very interesting deck. It almost has a little bit, how could I say? Anyways, I'll get back to you guys with it. Lilith and Hansen. It's got darker kind of vibes to it, but it's got beautiful, punchy, lovely colors, but it's not somber, but it's not joyful. It's based onto the classic deck, but still, anywho, you guys will see. I don't think Lilith or Hansen, you do have this deck. I'll keep it a surprise until you see it. All right, Jonathan's feelings for you. We're still holding on to you, but we're obviously the Three of Pentacles reversed in the world. We're still holding on to you. We do not know what to do with this relationship. We don't know how we're going to move on forward with this relationship, if we should move on forward with the relationship. But we still think of you and we still hold on to you. So his feelings around you are quite real. His destination upon the relationship is unknown. We're always a little bit into the contrast of, I don't really know, I'm just going to stick around where I'm at, yet I kind of want it. It's a little bit of the Two of Pentacles kind of mixed together. It's a yes and a no. It's a yes and a no. It's that battle that he fights within his soul, and that's what we're really waiting for him to decide what he's going to do. So there's still curiosity, there's still emotional interest, but he's keeping everything very contained. Like, he's not showing, not talking about it to anybody. He's processing this stuff himself internally. So there's that sense that you make him feel seen and understood, and that's not something that he experiences lightly in any kind of a way. So you touch a part of him that's gentler, maybe even more vulnerable. However, he's very, very cautious with that part of himself. So I'm going to say for this moment, he's still very nuanced into his intentions. So he's not rushing. He's not acting impulsively. He's really into the wait and see kind of a phase, trying to understand what this connection means to him before making any move. Again, it doesn't mean that he's manipulating anything or that he's got disinterest. It just means that he wants to be sure about what he's going to do before stepping forward. I'm going to say he's weighing his responsibilities, his timing, his own personal boundaries altogether. So for the moment, his intention is more about maintaining the connection, maintaining it, than pushing it forward. So we're going to have to see how it's going to go. It is slow building. There's no chasing going on over here for the moment. We're going to go and see Sally. Sally is going to be at 33 minutes. Yeah, I don't feel as though they have, sweetie pie. I don't feel like he opens up about everything or anything because he doesn't really want other people to be asking him a bunch of questions. I don't feel like he wants to get involved into that. So sometimes people do ask him questions, but he doesn't really give any information. Like, he just kind of says it is what it is. Nothing's really moving with it. So have they asked? I will say yes. Has he given information? No. Sally. T Clean is up next, followed out by Love Shine. So here we go. For Sally. Next, serious lover, please do note that it can change. If you decide to go online tonight and you swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe, things can change. If you decide you're not swiping, but you already got people there kind of waiting, things can change. If you decide you're going to delete it, it could change. So, whatever you do can change, all right? But I'll tell you what I can see at this moment. I'm just saying, because sometimes what I'm seeing can change depending on what you're up to and what you're doing. So I do have over here King of Discs. I do have our Tower. Before you actually meet the serious one, there's a non-serious one who's going to come along. I'm actually going to say 2 non-serious ones. There's probably one coming on through into the month of June, and there's another non-serious one coming into the month of September. I'm not saying they're not fun. They could be fun. They could be interesting, but they're not serious. If you really are looking for somebody who's truly going to be serious, you're talking more maybe November, October, November. Again, this can change. This person has like hazel. Sometimes they turn green though, kind of eyes. It changes. They have light colored hair, not light blonde, but like a light brown, something of the such, like an ash brown. Does that exist? I would say that. This is somebody who's fairly tall, somebody who's fairly built altogether. I'm going to say this is a water sign that is coming towards you. This is somebody who is a professional. This is somebody who loves animals. They do have, I believe, a dog, a fairly big dog. Like it could be a German Shepherd, something of the such. It's not a big, hairy dog. It's a big dog. And that's what I see for you, Sweetie Pie. So I'm going to say 2 non-important ones that can be fun, followed by a more important one who's fairly stable, who's going to want something with this. I feel like their first name could start with a J, sweetie. T Clean. What do we have for you, my Sweetie Pie? Let me go here. I will definitely timestamp you, sweetie. Here we go for Tea Clean. Thank you, my dear Lair. I'll be with you shortly, okay, sweetie? The waiting time's not too long at this moment, my love. Sally, I'm sending you much love. Hi, Sean. How are you doing? All right. All right. So, T Clean. Did I put? I did put a timestamp. Alrighty. Let me just do this and let's go see. I'm gonna go here with this one. I feel like it's the right place to be into. All right. It's okay. You can sleep, Queen. Oh, she's got her head up looking at me for some reason. I don't know what I did. She probably just heard the bird on my phone. You'd think she'd be used to hearing the birdies on my phone. So, All right, the vibes that I'm getting, their overall vibes feels like there's a certain amount of stress that's going to turn to a certain amount of clarity. That's going to turn to a certain amount of relief. Like there's been a lot of mental pressure, but I keep getting the sense that things are moving behind the scenes, even if it doesn't really look like it is at this moment. So I'm going to say this is very much a kind of paperwork catching up, kind of system recalibrating kind of an energy that I can see at this moment. As for the hearing, the pension, it feels like it is fairer than you expected. I'm picking up somebody who's going to be reviewing the details carefully, but I don't feel like they're rushing. I don't feel like they're dismissive. I feel like there's a correction or clarification that works into your favor. I feel like there's a little bit of this, how could I say, this energy of like, this makes sense now kind of an energy. So it doesn't feel like it's chaotic. It doesn't feel like it's hostile. It feels like it's more procedural and calm, even if it's kind of emotional heavy for you at this moment. So the outcome around it or around the energy is steady, not dramatic, which is actually somewhat of a good sign. I'm going to say the long-term security is there, but it's not instant type of fireworks. So I'm going to say, yes, things are slowly moving for you. It's going to be better than what you expect, but could still take a little bit of time before it actually kind of follows on through. There's different little things that still need to be kind of finalized before everything makes sense. Everything is done and you don't have to worry about it anymore. So, yeah, I feel like you really just kind of have to go through all the different type of procedures that are there. As crazy and as heavy and bureaucratic as it might be. Now, the work checks being behind, yeah, seriously. Whatever seems to be happening with that, I feel is more something that is of an administrative delay. It's not personal negligence in any kind of a way. Honestly, I feel like someone is juggling way too many things at this moment, too many approvals, things release in batch rather than just like one by one. So I feel like once things actually start moving, it's going to move quickly. And I wouldn't be surprised if you suddenly hear, that something is being processed after a certain little amount of silence. So I'm going to say basically for you, the work checks being behind, they're behind, but they're not doing on purpose. So give it a couple of weeks. Everything should pretty much put itself into its right place. It's almost like if one time you're going to call and they're going to be, yeah, like it's being processed. You're going to be a little bit surprised by it. As for everything having to do with the hearing, like I said, it's taking more time, but there seems to be some paperwork things, but it's not extra things that you have to do. It's things that other people are doing that just are kind of part of the procedure. But I feel as though you're going to end up getting a little bit more than what you think. So, yeah. Altogether, I'm going to say this is good. So I'm going to say you're doing the right thing by not spiraling and by kind of just trusting what you're into at this moment. I know it's annoying as hell, but the key message over here is that what is owned to you and what needs to be given to you will be given to you. It just might take a little bit more time before it actually reaches you. So ground yourself before the hearing. Speak plainly. Don't ever explain. You don't have to. What's yours is meant to be yours. Your energy doesn't need to convince. It just needs to state the facts. That's it. That's all. The facts. So you're good, my love. I am going to give you just 1 second. I'm going to give you an angel message. We're going to go and see Love Shine. We're going to go and see Lair right after. All right.
angel message. You are supported even when it feels delayed. What is meant for you is being aligned, definitely not denied. So breathe. This works out into your favor. Hold on just one little second. I'm going to come and see Love Shine. I'm just going to go and get myself some water, okay? Alrighty. Okay. So, here we go, Love Shine. Let me go and make sure PayPal, everything is good at the same time. We're good, sweetie pies. A layer is going to be on up right after Love Shine. And Love Shine, you didn't pick him up today, so you didn't get to see him, but you'll see him tomorrow. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. All right. I've got you, my sweetie pie. I'm going to put you a timestamp. I'm sorry you didn't get to see him. And it's going to be at 50 minutes. And let me just do, okay, that's all good. Your deck is this one. There we go, sweetie. Thank you, my love. All right, so we're going to start this off with, as usual, the wifey. We do have over here our Ace of Cups. We do also have our Queen of Swords. We're going to take one last one out. And we have our King of Wands. All right, he seems to be moving forward into a way, if you will, that is not, like, it's not into a loving way or a caring way or I think of you all the time kind of a way. It's more of I'm doing things because I have to do things and things need to be done. So that's what I'm doing. But towards a wife, we do have our Ace of Cups. We do also have our Queen of Swords. No, I know he hasn't texted you since he's been home, but I mean, he's been busy doing other things and you know, he did text you as soon as he did land. So he was thinking of you and he was, you know, wanting you to know that he arrived safely. So we have to take every little thing, not just necessarily like he could have got home. It could have been a complete chaos. It could have been, you know, a lot of things going on. So, yeah, I know, sweetie. But that being said, within the wife, I have everything into the reverse and I have him continuing doing what he needs to do. So I'm going to say there's nothing lovey-dovey going on over there. In regards to you, we do have him a little bit into resting, which makes sense because you didn't really have all that much news. But you did get news, like I said. He did write to you. We do also have our World, and we have our Three of Pentacles. Sweetie pie, I mean, it's not the biggest love declaration to the world, but it's not a bad thing altogether. Look. He's resting. He's tired. He's doing what he needs to do. He's just recuperating. He'll be with you in no time, my beautiful love. He wants to already try to plan somewhat of a get-together. So I don't know if you already have a get-together, you already have a time or a date, but it's definitely going to be either tomorrow or after tomorrow. So he's already looking forward to see you again, sweetie pie. I know, sweetie. Don't look at it that way. Don't look at it the way of what you have not gotten. Look at it the way in what you have gotten. He texted you when he landed. There you go. He wanted you to know that he arrived, that he was safe. And that was a little bit of his way of saying to you, I love you. I'm home. That's a little bit what he was saying without necessarily saying. Got to look at it into the positive way. He could have done nothing. He could have texted you when he was home 5 hours later and say, oh, I've arrived, I'm at home, all's good, you know, love you, talk with you later. He could have done that too. Just a different way of doing things. Look it into the positive. Oh, well, there you go. I said within the following day or two, you will be seeing him. Think positive, you shall have positive return on back towards you. What he is not saying to you, oh, I've got our Empress. It's really not a bad thing. I also have our Fool coming on through, and I've got our Temperance. He's got problems balancing out his life every once in a while, and sometimes it makes it difficult for him to try to see you as much as he would actually like to be able to see you. It makes it difficult for him to be there as much as he would like to. So, into your moments of weakness or sadness or into your happy moments, he would like to be more there for you than he is actually capable of doing at this moment. And that often creates him some own inner problems into his life because sometimes he really does try to switch around his schedule to make things work and it doesn't. But you don't always necessarily know about it. So what does he want to say? Larry going to be on up next, and then we're going to go on see Swanson. All right. Honestly, he doesn't have any conflicts with you. He wants to be able to give you the world, his heart, his love, his soul, his thoughts, everything. Followed up by our world. He cares for you. Honestly, you save him from many of the bad things into his life. You save him from his worries in money. He wants you to know that he will continuously love you and continuously support you and giving you that love. I feel like he's doing both. He's resting and hanging out with family, sweetie. He's doing both. He's not just resting. He's doing both. Both, my love. Alaire, hi, sweetie. You want to know about the Cancer that expressed interest. What are her intentions? And F the Scorpio tried reaching out twice in the past week. What's going on with that? Okay, let's go see, sweetie pie. I don't know. Did you need a timestamp? Let us know there, okay? So we're gonna go with this. And your second question is the Scorpio tried reaching on to, no, I don't feel like things are going good with them. Yeah, I know, you and those water signs, right? Yeah. It's not easy, right? I know, Lair. I know about it. Honestly, my life altogether is I am highly attracted to those little Pisces. Yeah, those little fishies. And I am an Aries. We don't get along well. Well, we get along really well. We just, yeah, you know, astrologically speaking, it's not the best fit. But so darn attracted to them. All of them. Always. I'm always with Pisces. Of all the signs, it's always Pisces. So I get you. I do. But they all have those traits, don't they? So here we go. Let's go see, my love. Alrighty. I know. I kid you not. I don't know about my first boyfriend in life. I don't know about him. I don't know about the people in between. But my long relationships, 5 years, Pisces. 19 years, Pisces. The one I'm currently with, Pisces. Always Pisces. I get along so well with them. My son is a Pisces. Okay, one of them. The other one's a Scorpio. I'll let you guys decide, those of you who know, who is the Pisces and who's the Scorpio between Matthias and Raphael. Should be easy to figure out. That's it, right? And you're drowning. It's not easy. That's what they do to us. They drown us. Oh my God. All right, so here we go. Oh, we're drowning. Yes, drowning in emotions. Thank you for posting, for saying that. You just saved our little YouTube bonbons. All right, look, this is what I'm going to say for you. Okay, Lair, sweetie, you want to know about the Cancer and the sign, of course. I know, way too many emotions. Those little Pisces, they run away from their emotions. That's what their problem is. They run away. Oh my God. That being said, okay, here we go. Yeah. What I'm going to say is this. I feel like the energy does show, with a Cancer, okay, it does show curiosity, an emotional pull. I don't feel like there's any manipulation to all of this. I feel like this person is drawn towards you, but I do feel like they are really quite cautious. It's like a 1 foot into the fire kind of thing. We want to be careful, maybe overly careful, like just too much. So they kind of tend to move sideways before moving forward. And so their intention isn't to rush or to play all different kind of games, but it's more like, let me feel this out and see if it's safe. Oh la la. So what you need to know into all of this with Cancer, listen to this. The emotion or the emotional interest is real. Watching, observing, testing the waters. Almost sounds like a stalker, doesn't it? But it's not. They want a connection, but they fear the vulnerability. They move slowly when feelings are involved. So the intention is to explore the potential. Intention, explore potential. Not lock anything down. We're not going to ask you to be in a commitment right away. Consistency over time is going to make more than words with this little Cancer. All right. So I'm going to say that's a little bit where they're at. That's a little bit the way you're going to have to move on forward. Now, if we go to the Scorpio, yeah, Scorpios, they've got that sockiness about them now, don't they? Scorpio, what's going on? Scorpios. What's up with that one? There's persistence. There's emotional intensity. Now, those are not random when we kind of put them together. They reflect a genuine pull, but they also reflect an inner conflict. What's happening with the Scorpio is the following. F really wants your attention, but is holding back in many ways. There's a sense of, I'm testing the waters, seeing how you respond before you fully open up. Emotionally, they're torn between the desire and the fear, oh my God, of overstepping. But the energy is actually saying that there's a lesson, there's a pattern that keeps repeating into a cycle. So they might be drawn to you, but not fully ready to actually commit. Or maybe not completely ready to clarify the intentions. So in short, what I'm saying is with Scorpio is there's interest, there's curiosity, but there's a lot of cautiousness. There's cautiousness with Pisces too. We talked about it, right? But Scorpio, they're feeling something, but they're not ready to lay it out and to actually speak about it, which is why they're kind of a little bit doing the way that they're doing things. So, yeah. You're kind of walking on, I'm going to say, follow your emotions, follow what you want within that. Yeah. I'm going to go and see Hansen. All right. I'm sending you much love, sweetie. I know. You've got this. Really just follow your heart within all of this, my love. Juanson, Lilith, you can say that we're closed. I am going to see Juanson and then we're going to close it on up for tonight, sweetie pies. You went home early. You may have a general and a love reading. Let's go see what we've got. Generally speaking, you're moving on forward, happy, doing what you need to do. Honestly, I feel like you're feeling, I feel like you're fulfilled. I feel like you're good. I don't see anything that is necessarily coming your way, which is a good thing. And at the same time, like, I feel like there's that movement that is there. I feel like there is that movement that is there, that is following on through. But it's like there's not all that much. Like, you know what you need to do, you know how you need to move on forward, but now's just really not the time to have all those big movements. But they're onto the path. It's just that you're a little bit into an energy at this moment, not yourself, but onto your path where things are not moving all that much. But it seems to be meant to be that way into a certain way. All right, let's go see about love. Love-wise, you're waiting. You're waiting to see what's coming your way. But, like I always say, our Ten of Cups is not too far. Whenever it actually kind of strikes and comes towards you, you'll be ready, because I feel like your heart is ready. I feel like your soul is ready. I feel like whenever that person comes on through, you'll be there with open arms and you'll be ready for them. All right. How is she doing today? Honestly, I feel like she's doing good. I feel like she's, happy. I feel like she's doing what she needs to do. I feel like she sees things into a good way, moving on forward. Sometimes I feel like she doesn't know what's necessarily going to be happening into the future. Sometimes I feel like she's a little bit torn between different things, but she has so many ideas. So many hopes. I'm going to say she's doing good. I don't see any problems around her at this moment, quite frankly. I feel like she's looking for some movement and she's looking for some novelty, like some changes, kind of maybe a little bit get out of the routine. But other than that, she's good. All right. What does she want to say to you? You make her happy. You give her a lot of happiness and she still thinks of you. Of the shared moments, of the talks, of the togetherness, of the clarity. You gave her a lot of clarity into the past. You did. An angel message for you. Trust the timing of your life. Even delays and uncertainties are part of the plan. Stay gentle with yourself. Everything you need is on its way. And oracle message for you. Step into the flow and release what no longer serves you. Opportunities are appearing quietly. Pay attention to the small signs. They carry big guidances. And love messages. You make my heart smile without even trying. Thinking of you makes every day brighter. Even in silence, I feel you close. My heart whispers your name constantly. You're the kind of love I haven't seen coming. That being said, my beautiful loves, we shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So sending much love out to everybody and sweet dreams. Good night, everybody.